I'm like, oh my God, no, wait, come back. What?
Come back, Jack.
No.
All right, we're live.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, that's right.
All right. 2 minutes to showtime. 2 minutes to showtime.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's 2 minutes until showtime.
2 minutes to showtime.
Dos bonitos. Did you just pull a Stucci?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I am so proud of you right now.
I did.
What up, Roger Rabbit? Good evening, Ron and Rocky. Been doing any TikToking and deuce dropping lately? Every day, brother.
Every day.
Every
day.
TikToking and a
Every
deuce
day.
dropping in me. Come on in, everybody. Come and get comfortable. We'll be going live here. Laird Stephen Payne. What up, Sean Phillips? What up, Jamie Christopher? Thomas Becker? Audrey. Yo. Leslie. How you doing?
1 minute to showtime.
And there is Miss Teresa. 1 minute until showtime. Confirmed. Check. Grandpa Brian 420. What up, brother? You all right?
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
There's lots to do before you
Dude, that was straight professional stuff right there. Ron was dialed in. Producer mode.
got it. I had to get it done, dude. Started doing it 30 minutes ago. Just now got finished.
Chiboy in Iowa.
Chai boy.
Chiboy. All right. I hope everybody's doing well. Getting ready to rock and roll. Got Teresa on coming on the first segment. We're going to talk about remote viewing hugs and remote viewing relationships. And is it possible if you live on Mars and they live in Saturn?
All right, here we go.
Actually, I'm just kidding, but that kind of sounds like a good show idea. Let's rock and roll.
Sense of normalcy. Preparewithmojo50.com is the answer. Preparewithmojo50.com. Journey into the matrix of the mind. Stretch your imagination and challenge reality. Abnormal realities are beacons for the imagination. What society deems abnormal may be more real than we think. This is Abnormal Realities with your hosts, Ron Phillips and Rocky Stucci.
And there's the late finger point, and he forgot to do the finger point, so I got to hurry up and get the finger point in. Folks, welcome. It's hump day.
It is hump day.
Hump day. We already got that out of the way.
All
before
that
the
mess
show.
that I was doing at the beginning, thought I was finished. I forgot to change the titles on the freaking Facebook and YouTube. Sorry, folks. The titles have been updated now, so thank you. Sorry.
I haven't talked to Ron the last 20 minutes.
That's because I have
Ryan
a lot
was
of
dialed.
freaking
No,
stuff to
because
do,
I
dude.
messed up, and you can yell at me right on the radio. Go ahead.
What'd you do?
Well, I forgot to give you the photo.
Oh,
till last
for the
minute.
backdrop. Yeah, that's fine for the guest coming up.
And then Ron's dialing stuff in.
I'm dialing stuff in, but then I forgot stuff too. So
We're going to work on your producer, Ron.
We're going to have to work on
Happiness.
producer Ron. Oh, on my producer happiness.
Yes.
I couldn't get anything done. You kept hugging me and touching my chest.
Yeah, I was, because it's hump day. Bitches.
Please don't tell
Am I
me
not
you're going to
allowed
hump me. That'd be great. What do we got going on tonight? Rocky Stucci?
Well, a couple different things.
Yep.
The first segment, we're going to have our girl Teresa D'Anton on the show from Andromeda 7. She's going to be coming on the program. There's some stuff coming up, and we're going to talk about it. And then I'm going to ask her some questions in regards to, are remote viewing relationships possible? And I'm not talking about the emotional part. I just want to know. I got questions. But there was something, though, and I brought it up to Ron. I literally found this just a little bit ago, and I was looking for something else, and I came across this, and it's called the Cotard Delusion. Cotard, C-O-T-A-R-D, illusion, or delusion. It's also known as the walking corpse syndrome, or Cotard's syndrome, and it's a rare mental disorder. What was that?
Me going, oh, it is a mental disorder. What's it got to do with walking corpses?
Well, so now it's a rare disorder in which the affected person holds the delusional belief that they are dead or do not exist, are petrifying or have lost their blood or internal organs. Statistical analysis of 100 patients. Yeah, cohort indicated that denial of self-existence is present within 45% of the people diagnosed with Cotard delusion. 45% of the cases. 55% of the patients presented with delusions of immortality. This is a real thing, and we're going to cover this during the second segment.
Interesting.
It is
So they
interesting.
think they're dead.
Or immortal. Almost 50-50, 45-55.
Yeah,
45,
those are the people that end up taking giant leaps off of tall buildings,
and they ain't Superman.
thinking they can fly. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's bring our girl in. Teresa has been a friend of the program, a friend of the families for a very long time. She is one of the hosts, her and Lori, of the Andromeda 7 radio program. You can catch them right here on YouTube. Teresa's been on the show before. I've been on her show before. We have gotten deep into all different types of things, and we love the hell out of her. And so there's something coming up, and you know what? This is what we do as a radio family. No matter what kind of radio, and between Ron and myself and our little circle of people, we promote the hell out of success. We're talking to shows, Teresa, for Odyssey. And, you know, a lot of the questions people have is that, you know, do I have to sign an exclusive with you? Do I have to do this? And no, what we want you to do is to flourish in this industry because we know the work that it takes. And so we believe in that unity. We believe in looking out for the good, honorable people, right? Because we know you got to be careful for the other group too. But we look out for you because you look out for us. You look out for us and we look out for
Are
us.
you supposed to be showing something on your computer too?
Not yet. Why are you rushing perfection?
Because you're not connected. I was going to be like, oh, show me what you're doing.
Producer Ron, folks.
Hey, man. Teresa, he's going to be showing a website, right?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
All right.
Yes, he is.
Tell everybody about yourself, Teresa, real quick, and your show.
Well, most folks in here know by now it's the Andromeda 7 Celestial Gateway, and we represent a community of folks, different YouTubers, YouTube channel hosts, and other members of our community, and worldwide. And we bring people on to the show, introduce them to the rest of the community, and let them tell us about their gifts and talents and products and services. We promote them. We talk about topics just like you do. And we add them to our worldwide community network portal, which is a website maintained by Karen Kaspardloff, and it's queenofquartzcrystalnetwork.com.
Queen of Quartz.
Q of Q. Yeah, she's a miner. That's one of the things she does. She's a systems programmer, developer. Yeah, she mines.
I heard that there was a place somewhere where you can actually go and try to mine diamonds. It's an old diamond mine. And if you find them, you can keep them. Did you hear this place?
I have not heard of it. I want to go.
Dude, we're going. Live stream.
Fine, I'll go with you.
Apparently, there's been times where people have found a significant size diamond and they were able to walk off the property with it.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm going.
Well, she has mined diamonds, and she has a huge warehouse full of crystals and diamonds and gemstones, and we'll bring up the website. But what we've done is different members of the Soul Tribe. We call it the Soul Tribe. You're part of it. You guys are part of the tribe. Scotty Roberts, Sarah Sutherland.
You know, I want to say something about the Soul Tribe really quick.
Yeah.
You know, we have a lot of new listeners, and so a lot of people are just kind of trying to figure out who we are. We're explorers, right? We're adventurers of the mind. And, you know, we have these conversations all the time. And anytime we bring up any kind of conversation in regards to specific religions, we always get major lashback. And so I got a lot of friends extremely religious, right? I mean, not extremely, bad choice of words, but very devout into their faith. And they have questions with some of the conversations we have on this show sometimes. And that's fine. I'm not going to sit there and debate. Here's the thing. I'm a Christian man, right? That's who I am. I grew up. This is who I am. But I always say, you know, people fear what they don't understand and they hate what they can't conquer. I say it all the time. People fear what they don't understand.
It's true.
How am I, Teresa, to be so solidified in my faith and in my devotion to my faith if I don't understand other faiths without saying that my faith is my faith because I understand these faiths in order to do this? And this is what I love about your crew, right? This is what I love about your network is that you have people from all walks of life from all different types of backgrounds, from all different types of
Mm-hmm.
spiritual beliefs, and yet you're able to all come into the same world of existence and coexist at such an amazing level. You can have intelligent, intellectual conversations, which seems to be a dying thing these days. And that is a huge thing. It's a lot bigger than a lot of people realize. The importance of what you and your family does, our family does, is that you're able to have conversations a lot of people are too offended to have. And my hat's off to you and everybody. Seriously, I love you guys.
Well, thank you. We enjoy it, and we don't discriminate. We're not a religion or anything like that. We just talk about spiritual issues. We talk about paranormal. We talk about remote viewing. We talk about ghost hunting. I mean, there's all kinds of things that we cover on our program. History, ancient archaeology, ancient technologies. It's just it's whatever you really want to talk about, you know?
I got an interesting question for you.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just jumping in now before we go too
Sure.
far past. When we talk about spiritualism, we all know that there are all different types of people in the spiritual community that think differently. They think a little bit different, or they focus on something specific, maybe to where,
Sure.
what I focus on. Do you think there are some groups within a community of the spiritual world that almost kind of make things kind of religious or cultish?
Sure. Anybody can turn anything into a religion if you absorb it and become obsessed with it.
Yeah.
That's how we created religion in the first place. We were basically very spiritual people in ancient times, and they developed gods and goddesses, and that evolved into protocols and rituals, and they created religions.
Well,
And
Ryan and
so
I just
anybody
filled
can
out,
create a
we
religion.
just filled out an application. We both filled out an application to apply to be gods. I got a letter right back right away. They denied me.
Mine was declined.
It was worth a shot. So we decided that we're gonna fill out an application and we're gonna try to be knights. We're gonna see if somebody will knight us. All we need is a sword and some really cool words and some music in the background in slow motion, and we're knighted.
Nope. I was declined for the god status.
You were
Thank
declined. It says we don't need neither one of you boys. That's funny.
Yep.
All right, so now
Yeah.
you are now doing for the Crystal Network. Is this for the Crystal Network now, or is this part of a community? It's so this your very first event.
The Crystal Network is kind of like our information portal.
Yep.
That was started a long time ago before we did Andromeda 7 Celestial Gateway. It was the community portal for everybody involved in this exchange of knowledge and information. So there's educational center on there. There's all kinds of products and services on there. And we've just expanded it by 61%, if not more, in the past few months through the Gateway Show and other shows that are in our tribe. And we just pulled it all together. And it represents everyone. From you guys, Scotty, everybody. We have this is a retreat that's being sponsored by one of our community members, and you know him. He's in the chat room right now. It's Grandpa Brian Richards.
Grandpa
Brian.
Brian, what's up, bro? Give me a hug.
Give me a hug.
This is his property. So if you bring up the
Oh.
website, I'll show you. I'll show you the main home page
Okay.
of
Oh, let me turn her back on.
presents everybody that's involved in this whole network system. And there's 3 shows there that kind of set the pace for it. And then there's other YouTubers that are part of it as well. And here is the event. And this is called The Gathering. It's our very first get together where we're trying to get people from all over the country and even the world that want to travel if the travel restrictions are lifted.
Wait, Grandpa
And
Brian,
Brian has a,
he
yeah,
lives here?
well, it's one of his locations, yes, and it's he's there most of the time nowadays, and it's like 83 acres.
Wow.
Yeah,
The
with a big
gathering
fishing
May
pond.
27th, 4 p.m. It's a all weekender.
Yes, it is.
Now, are there rules
So,
like Vegas rules? Are there, anything? What's going on? Come on, talk to me here. I got questions.
Well, we get together and we're going to do things like show each other how to, share our knowledge and experiences with building the American Indian medicine wheel,
Oh yeah.
crystal grids,
Okay.
how to use the pendulum, pull cards, do tarot card readings. Reiki healing will be being set up areas for people to get healing services. And then there's fishing and swimming and barbecuing, and so there's a small registration fee that covers all your food.
This is going to become
salad.
like a miniature Woodstock.
Yes, that's what's.
Scroll back
what
up. Is it, what is it, 3.5 days?
Yeah, 3.5 days. May 27th through May 30th in Worthington, Washington. Wait, Worthington?
Indiana.
Oh, Worthington is on there
it's
twice.
Just outside of Indianapolis. Yeah, she has to take that out. It says Worthington.
So it's in Indianapolis.
I noticed that a few minutes ago. Yeah.
And
Indianapolis.
It's actually going to be a nice weekend, too, because it's going to be right around the corner from June. So, the weather's going to be nice.
Yeah.
He has a cottage, and he has a bunkhouse attached to it. So if you register early, you and your family could get some bunk beds. And he also has tents, and we can bring our own tents. So we can pitch tents all over that big open field that you just saw. We'll have volleyball, we'll have croquet, we'll have all kinds of events for kids and water sports.
What's croquet? Is that where you have that upside down hammer? Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's upside. Scroll down and you will see you guys on there. Abnormal Realities with Odyssey Radio. Yeah, keep going down. A little bit further. These are all the guests that we have.
We're at the bottom.
No, you're not.
There's Scotty.
There's Scotty. Yeah.
Sword of the Clay. Well, what the
That's
hell?
my gardening section.
There we are.
You go.
Oh, damn, we look hot. I'm just telling you.
And then
right
you
now.
have your new logo underneath it there. Scroll down a little further and you can see the new stuff.
Oh, there's Odyssey.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
And and when you click on these things, it takes it to your websites and all your links and pages.
Well, thank you for that.
Odyssey Radio,
So,
right here.
Somebody might order a tumbler and they go, I can't remember, where to get Rocky and Ron's information. So they come to Crystal website and there it is.
Boom.
Yep.
And we like those kind of people.
Yep.
I like
this is going to be a wonderful gathering of friends and fellowship, and there'll be all kinds of grills will be running all weekend. And
wait,
Brian's
what'd you
done this
say?
before.
What'd you say?
Not girls.
Grills,
Grills.
not girls.
There will be grills running all weekend.
No drugs. Well, I don't know about that. There might be some no
What?
booze.
Ayahuascas.
Some ayahuasca, some peyote. What are your thoughts on okay, because and I just want to say for the record is that science is now using LSD to help veterans with PTSD. So what's wrong with having a little weekend thing and drinking a little drink?
Under the supervision of a doctor.
I am a doctor.
Doctor of what? Love. Doctor of love.
I'm the doctor of love.
Hey, I'll be bringing my gummies. I'm telling you, I'm going to pack.
There you go.
I need a high five from somebody. I got you, girl. Don't worry about it. I saw that. See that reaction? That was some ninja stuff right there. I accidentally hit her in the forehead. I said, oh, dang it. So, all right. So what is your... Yeah.
There's a registration. I didn't get to show you, but there's a registration button that says register now. So you could go on there and register and fill out all your information. Do you require accommodations? Do you need help with travel plans, carpooling, that kind of thing? So once you register and fill it out, then there's a pay button to pay a small registration fee of $25, which is nothing. That covers all the food and salads and all kinds of goodies.
Where is that? Where's that registration on here, Teresa?
Is it the
RSVP?
It says
RSVP. You see, it says RSVP.
Yeah.
If you click on that, it takes you to a blow up version with some more instructions, and then,
dang.
and then if you did it again, then you would actually go into the registration form itself.
Gotcha.
See, you'd fill in all your information, and then once you've registered.
Whoops! What happened?
A community, what did she call it? A community forum for all the people that are going to the event, and even those that want to know more about it can join, and they can get on here and make arrangements with each other for transportation. Hey, I live in Ohio. I'll pick you up on the way to Indiana. So
if I showed up, I mean, would you guys let me get up and give a speech or something?
Well, I'm sure that Brian would accommodate that.
Brian,
for sure.
That's a great picture right there.
That was a great picture. Ron probably got one too.
No, do it again. Got it.
He says, I got it.
I got it.
Yeah.
So what? I mean,
Anybody can come. We want people to come and join in, and you don't. It doesn't matter who you just come, have a good time. You know, unless you're a
Don't.
chainsaw massacre person, we don't want those people.
Don't.
No chainsaws.
Don't.
She said it 3
Chains,
times.
I know.
She said it 3 times.
She also said Chainsaw Massacre 3 times.
And I was not distracted by that
Yeah,
at
I
all.
Yeah.
I'm almost into, you know what? This kind of sounds like a good time.
It might be.
Bring your guitar.
It's
Bring
in
your
May.
guitar.
We could go up there and then come
Go
back
right
down
over.
home and then go over to Minnesota
Yeah, because the next, 2 weeks later.
2 weeks later.
2 weeks after that, we go up to Minneapolis and
Yeah.
we're going to do some stuff up there. So I'm interested, though, in what is your response to that? We got about 4 minutes. What is your response in regards to, and I'm not saying you have experienced it, but what do you when they're starting to use LSD for medicine, is it
Mhm.
a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I've done it. I've done mushrooms. I've done just about everything in the book. So I can speak from that perspective, and I know that too much, it ain't spiritual no
Yeah.
more. You know what I'm saying? Like you go into a whole different dimension. But do you believe in that possibility of using something like a hallucinogenic to cure
Me
PTSD?
personally?
Yes.
Me personally,
Yeah.
I think that in small doses, controlled doses, and environments around people that you trust that are there to help monitor you, they might very well have that benefit. I mean, the American Indians have used different plants and
Yeah.
hallucinogenics to help them with their spiritual journeys and experiences, and all over the world in ancient societies. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's when it becomes an obsession
Right.
and you take large quantities of it and you put yourself or others in danger in dangerous locations, and it becomes an addiction, is where the problem lies.
Wow, that was a really good answer.
It was a good answer.
Damn it.
I mean, I've had a few experiences myself, but not major. It's like somebody drugged me once, and I wasn't
What?
aware of what they were doing to me. Yeah, they put it in my drink at a party.
Those
I was seeing faces and headlights on cars.
Oh,
I was tripping.
damn it. I saw somebody do that to my drink once too, and I just went and drank it. I was
Yeah.
like, oh,
So-
party time.
Oh my God.
Let's
I
go.
learned to never go to a party and sit your drink down and walk off and come back.
That
No.
is a fact. That is a
I
that
was in
actually,
college when that happens, you know.
that actually kind of gets
People
me.
are
now,
assholes,
personally-
dude. What?
Me
That's what-
personally,
what the
I
hell?
can connect with spirit and my spirit guides, and I can connect without a substance to help me do it.
Yeah.
And most people can that do that. They don't need the substance. The substance enhances the experience, just like a crystal would. I can hold an Auralite 23 crystal, which I do, and it has 23 elements. It's the world's oldest crystal. It's millions of years old. I can hold that crystal while I'm meditating and boost my energy frequency and get more of an experience that way without taking a drug. But some
I
people
think,
prefer taking a drug.
What was that crystal? Auralite?
Auralite, Auralite 23. It's on the Crystal Network website if you want to go look it up. And it has 23 elements. It was meteor induced, infused. And I think it's a couple million years old.
That's
It's
it.
rare. It's only found in Canada. Crystal Network, Karen, Queen of Quartz at Crystal Network, she sells them online. She has a different website for her sales, and you can link to it from the Crystal Network website that you just saw. And people wear them around their neck. I use it when I'm meditating, and it helps boost like when you were talking about remote viewing, it really helps you with the remote viewing.
Well, I'm going to say
It
this.
helps you get your frequencies up.
Yep. And I'm going to be completely honest. There's some people that probably shouldn't take an LSD journey. They probably just shouldn't because they're having a hard time without it.
Yeah.
Without
or
a doubt.
they have a medical condition. They have a medical condition. That it could affect their brain or it could affect their heart. So you just have to be very careful when you're doing those things. Best thing to do is to find a shaman that you trust or someone that really knows their stuff to do it with, I wouldn't suggest just going out and doing it on your own.
Folks, this is our girl, Teresa D'Anton from the Andromeda 7 Celestial Gateway radio program. Dear friend of us, dear friend of the program. The event, The Gathering, May 27th through May 30th in Worthington, Indiana. Again, that is the last weekend of May. So get on up there. All you have to do is go to QOFQ crystalnetwork.com. We'll make sure that we add the link in all the show descriptions. Get on over there and check it out. hang out, man. Just, like give people hugs and stuff, because just hug.
Yeah. Bring your musical instruments. We'll have some fun around the bonfire. We'll have a good time. It's a big
about
camping
that.
event.
Even if you can't play a musical instrument,
You're
bring
playing
it.
one.
Yeah, bring it.
That weekend, you will be a rock star. I will be a rapper. How's that sound?
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Teresa,
guys.
very
Really
much.
appreciate it.
We love you, girl.
Love you
Thank you so
guys.
much.
See ya.
Appreciate it.
Teresa Danton.
I love her, man. I don't think I'd ever want her mad at me, though. I think she'd
That
probably punch me in
website
my
is
face.
chock full of information.
Chock full.
It's probably the largest website I've ever seen.
It's somebody put time into it.
Q of Q crystalnetwork.com.
Yep. Q of Q crystalnetwork.com.
There you go.
Bam! Man, we love her. Folks, hey, the Rob Phillips right here. You guys ever see his work? You guys ever see him laser engrave? Bro, because he can do these challenge coins.
RomikaDesigns.com.
Boom.
They can
Dude,
see. Yeah.
that was smooth.
RomikaDesigns.com.
Get on over there.
Designs. ROMIKA. RomikaDesigns.com. That's where you can find some of the stuff. But you can also go to Insane Custom Tumblers too and see stuff over there as well.
You got a business? We'll make stuff for you. 'Cause
Yep.
we love you.
Yep. That's exactly right.
Folks, we'll be right back. Come on. Don't go nowhere. Stand by.
Back in 2 minutes. At Romika Designs, we're more than just a laser engraving and specialty design company. Much more. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Romika Designs, and if you can dream it, we can probably make it. We can custom laser cut and engrave on nearly all material. Great for one-of-a-kind gifts, home decor, business and specialty items, or personalized and logoed designs created just for you or your company. Allow us to become your go-to gift and specialty project partner. Romika Designs can help make your ideas a reality. We're ready to help you design and create that special gift for any occasion or engrave your personal or business logo on just about any product. View our designs at RomikaDesigns.com or simply email us with your ideas. We specialize in custom design and we'd be honored to have the opportunity to discuss it with you. Call us at 817-400-4040, email info@RomikaDesigns.com, or visit us on the web at RomikaDesigns.com.
Abnormal realities.
All right. So let's see. Oh, this is a cool one. You may affect magnetic phenomena that makes credit cards unreadable after you've been carrying them. Do you have a problem with your credit cards?
I do not.
He is not a slider.
I'm not a slider.
All right. And number everything that's no more numbers.
What are you doing? I'm just thinking about how much of a train wreck we are.
Give me a hug.
No, I'm not hugging you. God, how long is this show going to go? Can't believe you got to the end of the story and you went, humana, humana, humana. There are no more numbers. What?
I thought there's another one. I tried playing it out. It rolled over on me.
Abnormal realities.
Every time I look at the clock, the break gets further away. I don't understand.
With Ron and Rocky. 8 p.m. Eastern. Mojo 50.
Oh,
That's for you, baby.
yeah, it is.
Welcome back to Abnormal Realities, folks. I'm Ron Phillips. That's Rocky Stucci.
How you doing?
This is Petey. Baldy Petey. So we're actually going to get into the parts of the show that we advertised today now, right? Is that
Maybe.
the deal?
That's always the goal when,
We don't always hit the goal.
there
I
are
get that.
times where we have stuff up in bullet points and we don't even get to one.
Look, I'm interested in knowing how ghosts can benefit my well-being. So
Okay, but I got a question for you.
you brought this story to the
I'm gonna
table
bring it.
tonight.
I'm bringing it to the table.
All right.
But okay, so there's a lot of people that claim that they have relationships, and I was kind of joking around earlier where I says remote viewing, going into some kind of a meditative state, and believing or imagining that you are meeting with another person in this
Okay.
Astral realm, I guess that's just what
Okay.
I call it. And in that astral realm, this person in your meditative state, you become like, I don't know if you manifest it to what you want or if you truly believe that you're meeting somebody.
Is it a loved one?
No.
Like when you die? No.
No.
Okay. So
like
it's
a soul relationship type of thing. And do you believe that people believe that that type of relationship is real?
I don't know how to answer that question because I've never experienced that astral realm that you speak of.
You've never gone to an astral realm?
No,
You need to do some acid.
I'm not doing any acid.
That would be scary to see you on acid. I
It
wouldn't
would be
there.
scary for me to be on acid.
I wouldn't even want to be around you. I'd be like, Ron, we're not friends till tomorrow.
Why? What does acid do to you? Does it make you hallucinate? Okay. Why are you being silent? Tell me what acid did to you.
Well, it all depends.
Because
on how
apparently you've done it all.
much- I have.
Mushrooms? Have you done shrooms?
Yes.
What?
Oh yeah,
Really?
yeah. That's supposed to be the safe stuff. You know, just for the record.
Till you hit the wrong one.
For the record, I'm not promoting. We're not promoting. The network's not promoting.
No.
No networks are promoting the
No,
use of
this
any
is
of this.
This was younger
No.
Rocky.
Well, oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That kind of stuff, definitely younger. But you know, I'm actually in this weird way, and a lot of people are gonna think it's crazy. Coming from somebody who's done it, right? So if you haven't done it, then you know. But I think that there could be, like Teresa said, with the right doses, some major freaking benefits to the stuff. The problem is this, is that we have sculpted our minds, our psyche, our physical being, into a realm of existence that has been being sculpted and manufactured over time,
Okay.
over hundreds of years,
Okay.
right? We call it evolution. And I call it we're just thinking differently, living differently, right? Where am I going with that?
I was just thinking that.
So
Where
when,
are you
when,
going?
when we're this sculpted, into this manufactured, we live this lifestyle and we feel like we got to live this lifestyle. We have to adhere to this lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? We have to kind of blend in with it. But when you go and you do something like a mushroom or like an LSD, it literally pulls you without choice out of this reality, this digitized reality, if you want to call it that we're used to, and that seems what we call normal.
Okay.
And it pulls you out. And just like that, every situation, everything you look at, everything you feel, every emotion you sense is completely different than those emotions and feelings you would have not being on
Is it
a hallucinogen.
enhanced?
It is beyond enhanced.
Okay.
Sometimes it feels like you're not even in your own body. Sometimes you just look at your arms and you can't feel your arms. But that's not the part I'm talking about. I'm not really talking about the physical part. It's more of what it's doing in your mind, right? And through that kind of experience, again, years ago,
Okay.
it allows you to actually look at and evaluate your drug-free normal life, right? And you find disagreements in how you live. And while you're in that state, the hallucinating state, you look at every situation in your current life from like you're a different person. It's really weird. And
Are you looking at it as though you're a third party?
in a way, at times,
the
yes, absolutely. But the thing about it, though, is that once you're able to realize that there is more to your mind and your thought process, your feelings and your emotions than what you perceive to be every day, that we live every single day,
Yeah.
it makes you try to evaluate reason into why you are the way you are, why the way you act the way you act. And dude, I'm telling you, and I'm not saying that a drug is the answer, but a detachment from reality is not a bad thing. And I'm not saying by getting high or getting stoned or taking pot or acid or LSD. I'm saying just detaching from everything the world wants us to be, everything the world wants us to think, every which action the world wants us to act. It's just to detach from that and to say, I'm my own person. I live the way I want.
So are the people who are depressed, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
do they fall into a category of wanting to seek something different than what they're living
a lot
in
of
the
people,
real world?
A lot of people, unfortunately, that are depressed. I'm not a doctor, but a lot of people that are unfortunately depressed don't even really know why they're depressed, because if you go to a counselor, if you go to a psychiatrist, a psychologist, they claim to want to help you, but you can't help some kind of a trauma 1 hour a week. You just can't.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And those medicines that you're taking for it are not helping it. They're covering it up and then creating other ailments, which is then going to have to make you start taking other types of medications. And before you know it, the top of your refrigerator is full of pills.
I've got personal experience with that
100%.
with a member of my family, but
now listen though, if you have a traumatic experience and your mind is it becomes so singular to everyday life.
okay.
So what's on the news, your daily work life, your whatever, right? And you have depression or you have PTSD. And then that one day you go take a controlled amount of some kind of a substance that is going to a hallucinogen. And through that process, you now just got pulled away from your reality. And you got pulled back from your everyday thinking. And now you're looking at and evaluating your everyday thinking because you're thinking different. And now you're able to think beyond where you're trapped in your thoughts. And that's where people get to the core issues that are causing all these surface issues.
Yeah, but why would somebody use something like that as opposed to like hypnotism? Or
you could use hypnotism. I've done EMDR or EDMR or whatever that is. I've done that. Now I'll tell you the difference in this. Now EMDR, I think that's what it's called, where you hold the probes in the light.
Yeah.
I did that for PTSD. And
EMDR therapy, eye movement desensitization, and reprocessing.
Yep. And what it does is that you hold these probes and watch these lights, and you keep your head straight and you just move your eyes to the lights. And it's supposed to make your left part of your brain work with the right part of your brain. And it brings back suppressed memories. A lot of those suppressed memories are the ones that are actually causing all these
you all the
surface
grief.
issues.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're blaming all these little things that are happening every freaking day in our life, and we're just think we're miserable and just depressed and not happy with our current status. And that's not so much the case all the time. The current thing is that what's buried deep, deep down inside, some of you so traumatic that you don't even remember it. You got to get deep in that son of a bitch, and you need to pull it out, and you need to fight it and deal with it. Not easy. I'm telling you.
This is kind of a cool website. It's called virtualemdr.com. I didn't know about it till you mentioned EMDR. It says 9 in 10 people feel less emotional distress after just one session of virtual EMDR. And you can go to their website and take their test right there. I might do that later.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, that's cool.
But so being able to detach from that. So through all this, now, if they're using controlled amounts of LSD to help, and we're talking to VA, to help veterans, what is the purpose and reasoning? Because we already know, we said that there was no actual science in regards to all the mind control stuff in the 60s.
Right.
Well, there's plenty of science to it. They studied soldiers. They pretty much killed soldiers or made soldiers brain dead so they can do these studies to see how much LSD somebody can take, the max amount they can take, and what can they change in the person's thought process through the process of being elevated from the acid. So we understand that science of it. We understand the science of the mind. They have us mastered. We are these little freaking servants running around the planet because they know exactly how we think and how we react. Now you get somebody caught up in the entrapment of a traumatic situation, and you give them a microdose of some LSD and allow them to pull out of their everyday thought process to be able to face it and look at it and evaluate it from a completely different perception, emotion, reaction to everything, because it's almost like you don't identify with the person that you are every single day.
Mm-hmm.
And that could be an amazing start to identifying what is the real problem in your life. And that's the part that needs to heal. And you could truly go the rest of your life not being dependent on a pill to make you feel happy.
See, what'd you call it? Astral projection?
Astral projection.
That is extraordinarily intriguing to me.
It feels
and
real.
I need to go watch some videos or read up on it and find out.
Well, the reason that...
But this allows you to exit your normal body, life, whatever. And do you create... Is that what's happening? Are you creating another...
That's the question.
Semi-reality
That's
in your
the question.
brain?
Are you creating it?
And
or
do you
does
remember
exist?
it when you come back to
I
the real
remember
world.
it.
Do you?
So now, okay, for people, when we talk about astral projection, I also at the same time in the same conversation want to reference remote viewing. Because both of
Okay.
them are the same concept where you're spiritually leaving your body consciously and intelligently and able to put your mind in a different place anywhere around the world and to be able to see things. The CIA, again, I just had to reference that. The CIA practices this. They teach this to a lot of their candidates. And we could Google it. There are some amazing stories out there that are like, whoa. So when you do this astral projecting, that was kind of the question. I'm sorry. That's me.
I got it.
Let me just shut that off. When you are able to do that, the question is, and that's why I was joking around earlier, do you think you could astral project? Do you think you could get this out of body experience and put yourself into a place? See, I can put myself in 4 different places right now. I could put myself in Greece and see myself there literally. I could put myself in the middle of the Amazon. And then could you meet somebody and literally have a relationship with somebody in an astral realm? And if you do meet somebody in an astral realm, is that your imagination of what you desire subconsciously and don't even realize it? And that's who you meet and you actually think it's a real person that is like destined to be with you and you guys meet in this astral realm somewhere? Or is that somebody's
I
just
have no
extreme
idea.
vivid
That's-
imagination?
Again, very, very interesting that there's the possibility that you can force your mind into thinking that you're in another realm, having or dimension, if you will,
Right.
having a relationship with somebody. That just seems,
Because a lot of men do that every night anyways.
oh,
You know? So, I mean, that's real. And, you know, it's the same concept.
it is. I mean, I get it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Ghosts and spirits can be beneficial to your mental health. Says, have you ever heard things go bump in the night? Perhaps you've seen a shadowy figure move across the room when you swear
What?
no one else was in the room.
Swear to God.
Yeah, maybe you've moved into a house and had strange things happen from the moment you called it home. Then there's the chance that you have seen a full-blown apparition, something that can scare the daylights out of you. If you are haunted, then you are not alone. So many people across the globe have had similar experiences. Every culture has reported some sort of paranormal activity. The trouble is, the spirit world is considered to be a taboo subject in many circles. Therefore, people tend to keep their stories secret out of fear of how they will be treated. And that is one thing Rocky and I do not do. We don't give a damn.
You realize how many people I've met over the years
Yeah.
that publicly they would criticize me. They would criticize me. And then when we're alone or outside at an event having a cigarette or something, they'll come up and be like, listen, there was a time.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to
Yeah,
say
because they'll
anything,
open up to
you
us.
know.
We had a guy do that at the baseball game that one day. That was
That's
so funny.
right. That's right.
You remember that?
Yes, I do.
No doubt there are many situations where the mentally ill believe they have seen ghosts or demons. The author says, I worked many cases as a criminal profiler where schizophrenics committed murder because they believed their victims were demons or demon possessed.
Could they prove that didn't exist?
No, because you can't prove the other side either.
I understand. So our science is concluding that these schizophrenics murdered people because of their mental illness, because they saw demons and ghosts and all that other stuff that talked to them and made them do it. How do we know that they really didn't see it?
We don't. That's the point.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we don't. Hallucinations and delusions like that do occur. That is a very real concern when dealing with someone who claims to have paranormal experiences. Everything from depression, grief, trauma, and psychosis can be responsible for seemingly paranormal experiences. However, many perfectly sane individuals have claimed to see spirits and believe in ghosts, and there are cases out there that simply cannot be explained away by grief, mental illness, or mistaken identity.
For the record, the Fernhill house, the one I talk about
Yeah.
all the time,
Yeah.
that lady was a top level executive for the city of Minneapolis. She had it going on. She was very professional, extremely intelligent, extremely full of common sense.
This wasn't our succubus, incubus
No.
woman, is it?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, this was a Fernhill house with the Big Bang.
Yeah. Oh, the Big Bang.
Yep.
Okay.
So, yeah.
It said it would be easy to dismiss these claims as a product of a grieving mind. However, there are just as many cases where there has been no trauma in the life of the person who experienced spirit contact. One woman I spoke with moved into an old house and kept seeing a little boy running around her living room. She wasn't the only one who saw him either. Later, she found out a little boy had died in that home. This is someone I have known for years that has a level head on her shoulders and is not prone to histrionics. She is a woman who was very practical. Prior to moving in that house, she had never experienced any paranormal activity. She was quite skeptical about such matters. After experiencing it firsthand, she found herself drawn to doing volunteer work at a children's charity where she met a new best friend. This brought a complete happy change to her life. And look, that when we went to the Hill House, my expectation of that haunted house that night, spending the night there, was to have this initial experience to be able to then say, there's no question in my mind personally that these things are there and that these things happen.
Yeah, that'll happen when
because
you
you find me all the time trying to rationalize certain things.
kind of,
You know,
kind of irritates me.
it does irritate him. It irritates him a lot.
Well, what if?
Yeah.
Well, what if what?
Says, just going through everyday life can be challenging. Belief in the paranormal can have a positive psychological effect by aiding the grieving process, providing a life coping mechanism, and simply giving hope where there was none. It can be a key to living. Knowing that you really never lose the ones you love brings peace. Just the knowledge that we go on after we die is enough for people to make a positive changes in their lives.
Dude.
So yes, there are things that go bump in the night. Sometimes it is a house settling, but other times it may just be a spirit coming to say hello. There is more out there than meets the eye. Perhaps you may wonder if such a thing is possible. Could something like that really be true? You never know. Tonight may be the night that you have your first ghostly encounter.
Tonight may be the night you may have your first ghostly encounter. And please send us an email and let us know how it went. I've said it a million times. Now, depending on my audience, right, when I'm having conversations with people, that kind of audience.
Yeah.
Right. And depending on their belief system, everything is dependent on that reaction, on what they're going to say about what we are interested in. Some people, everything is the demon.
To some people, yes, everything is the demon.
Is the
and the
demon.
fact that we talk about it makes us
Like demon worshipers.
heretics and demons, devil worshipers, and that's not the case at all.
People fear what they don't understand.
I'm a Bible believing Christian.
Yes, you are.
And I am intrigued. It's just like if you have if you're intrigued in astronomy, you know, space, stars, planets, all of that stuff. You know, there are things out there that we just don't know. Astrophysicists have assumed a lot of stuff, scientists have, but we just don't know. But isn't it cool to consider the possibilities?
Yeah, it's fun.
That's why people love UFOs.
Yeah.
And aliens and
We're ready
extraterrestrials.
For change. We're ready for change.
Maybe, yeah.
So my frustration though is that when those people come at me, you know, the first thing is that I found my relationship. I got it back from paranormal, right? Number two is that whether you believe it or not, cool, man, that's really cool. Go do your thing. Be you. We respect that. We love that. But if you meet somebody and they tell you a story in regards to a possible event that happened at their house, and in their heart, they believed it was their mother who just passed, like if they saw a butterfly, you can't say that that's not real, right? As much as you want to say it's not real or it's just a butterfly, it's just a bug, you can't prove it's not real. But number two is that if that truly brings a person to peace, shut up.
Seriously. I've seen too many instances, especially on TikTok or in Facebook from friends and stuff like that, where, you know, they'll have a family member who passes away and within the next few days, you know, a butterfly will come and land on their hand or something like that. And instantaneously they make the assumption that this is a spirit or that this butterfly is guided by their deceased loved one. And you know what? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, because quite honestly, if it ever happens to me and I'm in that position, that butterfly is going with me everywhere I go. I mean, you know, and because that's what you hold on to.
Absolutely, brother. And when you sit here and you understand other cultures, Buddhism, you know, indigenous people, I mean, you look at their connection with Earth, their connection with Moon, their connection with the universe, the sun, butterflies, birds, the representation of animals. That is an all one. And to some people are like, ooh, no, I'd rather be angry and miserable and hate life and go tear up the belief of this individual who just is totally cool with himself and is really nice to other people and doesn't start no crap and is just good. You know, I mean, we hate to see people that are confident with who they are. I mean, that's, you know, it's intimidating because we're not supposed to be like that. What are you looking at?
No, that's that EMDR stuff. I was just closing my window.
Yeah, folks, hey, listen to me. If we have veterans, I know we have veterans out there. We got a lot of veterans out there. If you are currently serving or if you're somebody who has experienced a traumatic experience in your life and you don't know what to do, I don't have the answer, but I do suggest that this may be an option for you. And I think insurance does cover this now because when I was doing it, it didn't.
Cover what?
This treatment, because it wasn't a proven science. So
interesting.
Yeah, it was an alternative at the time, but I think now it covers it because they're actually getting results from it. But and I want to say this to you: if you're going to do this, man, put on your damn game face. I'm going to tell you that right now. Put on your game face because it's going to punch you in the jaw.
It is going to punch you in the gut. I'm sure.
The first time I did it, I was on my knees just bawling, and I had memories that I would have never in my life would have ever thought about.
I have, and you and I've talked about this before, but I've blocked out probably the majority of anything that happened in my world before the age of 18. Why? I do not know. My younger years may have blocked it out because my parents were going through a divorce and we were going back and forth and stuff like that when I was younger. But quite honestly, there's large portions of my life I just have no recollection of. I'm sure I lived through them, but I don't know, you know.
They're just gone.
They're just gone.
You do this kind of treatment, they're coming back.
Yeah, but maybe I don't want that.
Well, see,
and it may be something that I don't want.
No, you do.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
You want to be a man of namaste.
Namaste. I don't want to be a freaking sniveling little ball rolled up in the floor either.
Well,
that's scary.
Address it. We're Vikings.
But why? Okay.
We're Vikings. Skull.
Let's go. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to put yourself through that? You have to have a drive, an internal drive to remedy the situation, to put yourself through that crap.
Right, because I was tired of being like that.
But then again, hypnotic regression.
Yep.
Where you go back and you find out if you've got multiple lives or you've lived. Okay, that is something I might be interested in. Just because it's intriguing to know. I would want to know whether I lived a previous life.
Well, some people can go their whole life and deal with some of the pain that they have.
Yeah.
Some people can't. So fix it. Number 2, I want to go see what was up with me. But everybody was always a famous person. That's the only problem with some of these. They're like, yeah, I was freaking Lincoln in a past life. Oh, were you? Tell me more. Yeah. Tell me all about it. What do you remember? Tell me about it.
I was Lincoln. Oh my God. In a past life.
Yeah.
I was Joe Blow, the janitor down at the high school. That's what I was in a past life. I don't know.
Catholic high school?
You know, apparently you get to pick your lives.
But not if you do a true one. Because if you do a true one, you're going to see it. That's all supposed to work. Huh, Petey? Oh,
Petey.
What's up?
Stop doing that. Abnormalrealities.com is where you can find our show and the archive of the shows that we've had in the past. But we want to thank you guys for joining us tonight. We had Teresa DeAnton with Andromeda 7 Celestial Gateway.
Boom!
They have a lot of people on their show.
They ain't playing
all the time, right?
All right. And they will whoop you. They know karate.
RomikaDesigns.com, InsaneCustomTumblers.com, and best of all, OdysseyRadio.com. Go out, check out Odyssey Radio. We're adding shows every day. We've got like 3 new shows we talked to today.
Today. Yep.
Yeah, take us home, buddy.
Man, we love you guys. Again, get on over at abnormalrealities.com. Best way you can show us some love is by going to RomikaDesigns.com or InsaneCustomTumblers.com. That's what keeps the heartbeat going, folks. We love the hell out of each and every one of you guys. We will be back again live tomorrow night. Talk about who knows what. Hey, see everybody tomorrow. Love you guys.
Peace.